up the decibels to almost like 100 from 60. So it's crazy. But the cool thing about BC250s is they're like dirt cheap. That is the one thing I will say about them. I did a review actually on the BC250s. I don't know if you guys saw it, but BC250s, I did it somewhere. Hold on, let me look. You know what's funny? We could have gotten the BC250s off BitCap, right? I could have bought
Did you
these
know
things.
you could compare and choose your electric supplier the same way you choose your supplier for TV, internet, or cell phone?
For like 400
Compare all of
plus
them and
shipping,
switch
so
to
like
the
500
cheapest.
bucks a long time ago.
Hey guys,
But what we didn't realize back then, because we're stupid, is we didn't realize that you could CPU mine on them too. So we passed on them. And then once I figured it out, I bought my rig for 700, so it wasn't that much worse. Let me see. I'm just catching up on the chat. Hey, what's up, GSKT? What's going on? And yeah, dude. Also, those 5 fans pull a ton of watts, and I need those watts back because I need them for my CPU miners, which I am expanding. And actually, guys, how many cubic? Is anyone here mining cubic? We're just kind of going all over the place here. My ADHD is kicking in. If anyone's mining cubic, let me know. I've found 4 solutions off 612 its or IT/S. I don't know what that means. I don't really know anything about cubic mining. So yeah, I don't know anything. Oh wow, you got them for $600? Did you message the guy on eBay for those? And if anybody wants to buy them, use my affiliate link. It helps me out, and it would really, really be nice. Are you mining your BC250s on Zephyr, or because I did actually for a while? My BC250s were on Ironfish and Zephyr, and it was actually profitable. Like break even with the Zephyr, and the Ironfish was profitable. So that was kind of cool. So hold on, I'm just catching up. I'm just buying cubic. So yeah, cubic is weird. It didn't take that much work for me to figure out how to mine it, but they sold out of the BC250s on eBay? No way. That eBay seller did not sell out of those. Come on, I don't believe that. Let's find out. I was actually thinking about buying one more. BC250. They didn't. Did they really? Ah, no way. I refuse to believe that they sold out of those things. Let's find out. I got the link right up here. No, they're... Oh my god, they are out of stock. Wow. The BC250s are sold out. Ooh. Well, at least I got one. Honestly, though, they use so much power that I don't think I would have ever bought more than one, honestly. They didn't make sense for me. But you can do some cool stuff. Your cubic mining with 10 GPUs, 24 solutions is good. Yeah, well, BC250s are a pain in the butt to set up. Son of the Tech bought like 8. I had a shot to buy way more, but they just didn't make sense for me. I kind of bought them as a joke, and I mean, mine paid themselves off, so I'm not complaining. And guys, smash that like button, please. It really does help. But I'm gonna share this on Twitter. Anyway, yeah, I can't believe they sold out. Actually, I'm kind of shocked that they sold out. Said they would have used BC250s in a month or so. Wow. Yeah, I mean, I probably could source some more. I don't know if I would. But hey, man. I mean, they're gonna be profitable. And look, if you were gonna try to expand fast, like if you wanted to expand fast and cheap because you had to use a ton of power up, or you just wanted to get a big farm going to use power for whatever reason, didn't get much better than the BC250s. They're kind of like, I don't know, man. The BC250s, I kind of look at them like an ASIC. I kind of look at them as like, you know, they're They're an ASIC. They use a ton of power and they make you a few bucks a day. Basically, is how I look at those things. I'm curious if are they on hashrate.no? I hate hashrate.no, but I want to see if they're on here and how accurate it is. And it's probably not accurate at all. Let's see how low we have to go. Oof. BC2 160s are only making 70 or 25 cents. Mine are on XNA. I'm just sitting there mining an XNA bag forever. And I'm just going to pray one day it pumps to the moon. And if it doesn't, I would be sad. Are the BC250s technically more profitable according to hashrate.no? Then I don't see them. Let me look. Let me search. 250. BC250. I know a lot of people were mining Able with them. Wow, they make 28 cents. Plus you got the CPU. Wow, that's not bad. It's actually not bad. That's actually pretty cool. So I'm shocked that the BC250s are sold out. I'm resisting the urge for FOMO because like all crypto miners, I have it, even though I talked myself out of buying more of these a long time ago. So, because they are actually a pain to get set up and they cost a lot of money to get set up because you got to buy 12 SSDs, 12 Ethernet cables, you know, you got to get 12 port switch for it, blah 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 blah. So, not too fun. All right, so we're going to go to another question. Now, I'm going to add a question, a poll. All right? What Caspa fork are we mining? We're changing the subject. I'm curious now. Are we mining, or first of all, are we mining Caspa forks? And I want to see if we are. We mining Caspa forks, boys and girls and whatever you want to call yourselves. Are we mining Caspa forks? Because I am going to play a game. Well, we're going to look at network hash rates right now. That's what I want to do. Gram. What is, I'm not mining Gram. I have no idea what it is. I played around with some Caspa forks before they went live, but I didn't really do much with like Husat, for example. Let's look at the Nautilus hash rate. Oh, that's fun. Has anyone heard about the new Ice River ASICs? I heard about... So you guys are mining RXD, huh? The RXD, I pulled my 1660 Supers off RXD because the RXD hash rate got way too high for my liking. Oh, my phone just rang. Hope you guys like Persona. I'm going to kill the volume on that. 30. Yeah, that prim pump was nice. So, Crewman here, the most intelligent man on the planet. Not really. I sold a metric crap ton of Pyram, and I sold it at like 5 cents. I sold it on the lead up, 5 to 6 cents, and then I sold some at 8 because I was like, this isn't going up, because it's been for like the last 2 months. It was just going up and down in that like 2 to 5 cents range. So I was just trying to take advantage of it, and it was dumb on my part. Let's look at the RXD hash rate. Woo! It doubled. The network hash rate literally doubled. What? I know it doubled in like a day. What is going on here? And actually, let me see what the top pool is. So Viper is the top. Hum pool. My buddy Cedric got some on it. Oh no, actually it's off. It's 0. I just want to know where these miners came from. Is Gram just the next step from Ton? I haven't used Gram. I don't know anything about Gram. I've been playing the Caspa fork game lately, for better or for worse. I was mining lithium, but I didn't. I was mining lithium, right? But I didn't. I don't know. It seemed like the hash rate wasn't going down more, and I felt like I could just mine more Caspa fork coins, and then on the next pump sell them and buy lithium, because that's what I wanted to do. But look at this Caspa hash rate, or this Pyram hash rate. This is nuts. I was mining it like this whole time when it was nothing, and now it's 4 times what it was. Probably a big far move from another coin to RXD. The crude buy price for a 4070 Ti. I'm going to type it in the chat. For a 4070 Ti is... You guys aren't going to like me. $600 to $615 is what I'm getting 4060 Ti's for on Amazon Marketplace. If you check there. Actually, let's check real quick. Amazon Marketplace. Hold on. Let me see real quick. Bear with me. Let me see what I can find. Amazon Warehouse GPU. Let's see what we got here. 4070 534. Oh, here we go. That's actually not bad. Who's buying this? I'm going to post my affiliate link in the chat. Used acceptable 632. Oh, that's tempting. Here you go, guys. This is one that's borderline buyable. Here, let me give you this one. Are we buying this in the chat? Let me get you the link. 632. Here's the link. Yeah, I'd probably buy that one. I am kind of debating. I don't know if I feel like spending the cash right now. I just bought a 4060 Ti. I might wait to see how this month slows down for me, but it's a good buy. I'd buy it. Let's see what else they've got here. Let's see. Anyway, this is what I do. This is how I check Amazon. I've been actually looking for 3060s. I want to see if they have any for like $200. I'd buy one for some content. I think it'd be fun. Let's see. GPU mining sucks right now. It's all spec mining. No, so I'm not paying for I'm not paying power out of pocket. I'm selling monthly. If you are pretty good at selling the Caspa forks daily, or you sell them weekly, like you see one go up 20%, you just dump it, because you got to remember it's 20% over what you mined it at if it if it pumps the next day. So, you kind of just you selling all the pumps, and I make about, let me look. How much does my farm make a day in fiat value? Give me 1 second. I got to go to my K1 dashboard. You guys should use K1 Pool. I love it. K1 says I am making, plus I'm mining like 1 or 2 other things. But K1 Pool is going slow and slow and slow. K1 Pool says I'm making about $100 a day, plus all my other pools. I'm making about $120 a day. Cost me about $50, $45 to $50 a day to run my farm right now. So it's not too bad, honestly. Zeb Pirate. I'd rather get another CPU mining rig for that. You know what? So check this out, right? That's not wrong. Amazon Warehouse motherboard, right? Let's check out the Amazon Warehouse motherboards. If we search DDR4 and DDR5 and we do AMD, let's see what kind of prices. You get some really good deals on Amazon for motherboards. What's up, Charlie? Let's see, everyone. So real quick, Dividend, I do like Nexa. I'm mining it. I've been mining Nexa on one rig. I have 4 GPUs on it basically forever. And I moved my 1660 Super rig to solo mine it because the network hash rate is the lowest it's been in, I feel like a bajillion years, actually. Let me see if I hit a block. No block yet. I haven't hit a block. But if we look at the AMD motherboards, let's see what they've got used. B550 for $81. 80. Let's see what else they have. I'm trying to see if there's some. Oh, here's one. Here is a B450 for $60 Used. Where's the used one? Used right here. $66 used for a B450. That's not bad. Sold by Amazon Warehouse. That's not bad at all. I mean, you could build, right? You could build a CPU mining rig for like a 3900X for like $300 right now. So, I mean, I think it's worth it. I keep telling myself I'm not going to build any more 3900X mining rigs, and then people keep messaging me with deals, and I keep finding broken CPUs to fix. I think Caspa Classic is a scam. I wouldn't do it. Zigminer, where do you get those at? B650s for $100 is really good. But the question is, how much are you paying for the CPU? That's my issue, right? Let's go to... I can't find them cheap enough. Even on, like... I mean, maybe I should just shop to try to buy them from people. But, like, I can't... Amazon Warehouse, 7,900. Let's see if it... Yeah, like, I don't know. 4090's making $8, but that's until people jump on the hash rate, and 4090s are expensive. Chris Hanley, you should sell those now. 5700 XTs sell for way too much. And Zigminer, Amazon Warehouse is the best for bulk. So Forden, all right. So if you get the Micro Center credit card, they come out to those deals come out to about $550 for CPU, motherboard, and RAM. If we look at 7900X, right? It looks like there's a used one for $380. Yeah. So $380. If you can get an AM5 motherboard for like $100, which I did, I believe what he said because I've done that on Amazon Warehouse. Let's see if they have any right now. You just AMD, and I want DDR5 because I hate everything else. Yeah, look, I mean, there's some right here. Let's see. There's a Prime B650. I mean, I don't think the motherboards really matter. There's a Gigabyte right here for $85. 620. I don't think you want a 620. All right, so you got this one, this Gigabyte one for $85. So what is that? 380 plus 85, and you need RAM. So let's see. Amazon Warehouse, DDR5. You can get more than one Zigminer. They're not really enforcing that. But yeah, and you have to drive down there. Man, look, if you chase profits on these Caspa forks, you're going to burn out. You got to chase the yield and wait for the pump, in my opinion. RAM. So, I don't know. What RAM timings are you guys getting? Like, are we getting this G-Skill one right here? That's 105. So, basically, CPU, motherboard, RAM is the same price as Micro Center. So, the Micro Center bundle's new. Amazon Warehouse is not the newest. I don't know. Yo, what are you trying out? You missed my stream breaking. 2, you missed us talking about PA power rates, how much they kind of suck. 3, you missed a 4070 Ti really cheap that I linked in the chat. 4, BC250s are apparently sold out. And now we're talking about CPU mining rigs. What Micro Center are you at? Because I definitely have bought... I mean, I'm going to go try to buy more than one bundle. Let's see. So are we expanding or contracting? Well, everybody's expanding, but I was just wondering if people are contracting. And like I said, I think like for example, if someone offered me a bulk sale of all of my 3070s at like $300, I mean, I don't know why you would do that at market, but if someone did, I would probably take it, and then I would probably just start buying as many 4070 Ti's as I possibly could, maybe along with some Jazz miners. So I would probably contract right now if someone offered me that. Just a theory though. Them 128, them are 198 bit. You talking about the RAM is 198 bit, or are you talking about the 40 series? Oh boy, Overland Park, Kansas. I can't believe they're limiting you to one. That kind of sucks. Yeah, my my local micro center is pretty nice about things. They honestly don't really care, and I don't know. I'm gonna try to get sponsored by them too, so I'm not trying to aggravate them too much. So that's a goal in the future, but you have to email corporate. So I'm gonna try that in the future and see if it doesn't blow up in my face. Sorry, I'm just checking out the phone. I loaded up in 2023 and ready to dump older hardware once the bull run kicks in. You and me both, man. When I'm able to get $400 for a 3070, you better believe that I'm listing them on eBay and selling them and listing them and selling them. And then if I'll replace them with a 40 series or a 50 series, but I don't think 50 series are going to be reasonable to buy at all. I think they're going to be way too expensive. You know the founders of Micro Center? That's really cool. You should try to get them to do like an interview or something. That is awesome, Chris. I'm kind of jealous actually. I'd like to meet those guys. So has anybody bought a? Wow, that's really cool, dude. I didn't even know Micro Center existed until I don't know, like 3 years ago. Is anybody buying the 7950? Because I know that Cubic story broke. And I was talking to Red Gaming Tech and Pedro from PCMR about it too. And they were like, is this legit? And I was kind of like, man, I don't know. It seems a little crazy. And I guess it was for a little bit. Oh, that stinks. But hey, it's cool that you know those guys. Like, are you guys going to spend $600 on a 7950X? Yeah, I don't know if I want to do that on just the CPU alone. What do they get? Do you guys know what they get in Cubic? I mean, I have no clue. I'm sure it's like probably like 120 maybe or some crazy number. But I don't think I'd want one. So, all right. So, let's go. All right, so Saffron, let's play a game actually. You got me thinking, right? So, let's go to hashrate.no, okay? Let's look at the 4090. Real quick, all right? Stay with me on this, guys. 4090 makes... Caspa Classic's not real, so we're going to skip Caspa Classic. All right? So... hold on, I'm just reading. All right, so the 4090 makes, like, let's just say $3 on Gram right now. Somewhere between $2.50 and $3, right? 4090s cost, like, 17... What do they cost? Like $1,700 right now? $1,800? So I know Best Buy had some Founders in stock. So let's say Blackwell does 70% better in GPU performance, and then let's just say it does double the mining hash rate and everything, right? Let's say it does double in core, double in everything. All right. So right now it would make, because look, if Blackwell releases this year, I don't know how much higher GPU profits are going to go this year, especially if it releases early, right? So let's just say that by the time it releases, the 4090 makes $4, okay? Let's just say $4 for argument's sake. Let's say the 5090 doubles it, right? I don't know why I'm going to GPU calculator. Let's just say the 5090 doubles it, okay? So let's say the 5090 makes $8 a day, all right? So if the 5090 makes $8 a day, and it costs $2,500 because I think that's what it's going to end up costing. And you divide it by 8, you're going to maybe ROI in a year, which is cool. But, hey, DJ Mines, what's going on, man? But we know, number one, we know it's not going to be double the hash rate of a 4090. It's probably going to be somewhere like 60% more. Right? So if the 4090 is making $4 a day, it's going to make probably like, I don't know. It's probably going to make $6 a day. $6.50 a day. Let's wing it. We're winging it right now. So if it's $2,500 and it does $6 a day, right? $6.50. I mean, it's a long time to break even. What's up, DJ Mines? Oh, there's 22 people in here. That's funny. 22. I don't know, dude. I would probably... Okay, so... Yeah, the whole 50 series lineup. You do have the whole 50 series lineup. So, that's totally fair. But that's over a year out, right? Like, the 5060 Ti is probably not going to release until, like, I don't know, probably this time next year. March? So, you're a year away from that. And that's assuming the 5090 releases on time. Are you on vacation? So I think we're a while away from that, but I think they're going to, like, think about it, guys. If crypto mining goes to the moon, which we all hope it does next year, how much do you really think 50 series are going to cost? I mean, you remember $1,200 3070s, right? That's awesome, DJ Mines. Where are you going on vacation? Hope you're going somewhere fun. I don't have any of those planned for a little bit. And are you going to be at Mining Disrupt this year, by the way? I think I'm going to go. I had a trip cancel. And I think I'm going to go buy some tickets for it. I'm going to message Hawk and see what's going on. But I think I want to go to it. So anyway, guys, like, I'm not telling you that I'm anti 5000 series. Like, I'll probably buy at least every one of them. But, like, 40 series is reasonably costed right now. And you can mine and build up yield. And I just don't think the 50 series is going to be reasonably costed. Like... I don't know, guys. What if Bitcoin hits... What if Bitcoin's at 80,000 when Blackwell releases? What do you think that's going to do to the price? Like, I don't know. I really... Oh, man, I'm sorry. Yeah, I know. Well, hey, man, we appreciate your service, boss. But I really think... that Blackwell is going to be outrageously expensive. And, I mean, I'm sure people are going to buy it for mining. I don't know if I'll be one of them. Because then, like, you're talking, like, would you rather have had a 5090 or, like, a Jazz Miner X16Q at that point? I mean, you're talking 2 gigahash to, I don't know, what does a 4090 get on... ETH hash, memory coins. I'm just comparing it real quick. What does it get? ETH Classic. It gets 127. That's it? A 4090 only gets 127 mega hash. I'm sure these overclocks suck, and it probably gets like 140 mega hash. But like a 5090, right? If it's 160%, like if it's 60% more, I don't know, it'll get 140 times 1.60. Probably like 225 mega hash. That's not 2 gigahash. So, what's with Caspa Cloud? So, are you going to be gone for just a year? And here, I'll help you. I'll tell you where you can buy Caspa Classic. Let's play this Caspa Classic game. I feel like it's a scam. And they had a lot of issues, but I guess it's spiking right now. It's Pyram hash. It's only on non-KYC, guys, which means you're probably going to have to wait. You're probably going to have to wait a little bit before it gets to trade Ogre, which is where you want to buy it. Let's see what the network hash rate for this coin is. Caspa Classic hash rate history. That's not bad. It was like 40. No, this is prim hash, keep in mind. So, this is like 41. That's not bad. And it went down and then it spiked back up. But I still probably wouldn't mind it. 120 mega hash on a 3090. Yeah, Kira, what I was saying is, I'm like, you know, based on the rumors that I know about the 30, or based on the rumors I know about the 5090, which... I actually do think some of them are accurate. I was talking to a leaker in China, and he was telling me some stuff about GPU mining over there. and which I'm gonna do a video about next week. I'm just waiting for him to give me some more info. Anyway, he said that like Moore's Law is dead and Red Gaming Tech's rumors, he thinks they're true. So what that means, I don't know, man. But, you know, I feel like you could probably expect somewhere around like 225 mega hash on like ETH hash. And that's just me spitballing and guessing, and I could totally be wrong. But I really think that the 30 or the 5090 is going to be $2,500. And I'm going to go to Micro Center or Best Buy, probably Best Buy. I don't know, one of them. And I'm going to hand them $2,500. I'm going to say, thank you, sir. Can I have some more? Or hopefully by then, let's pray, I will get a review unit. I don't know if I will, but I'm working those channels and trying to get one. Saffron, I feel like Caspa Classic will probably hit Trade Ogre. Or Xbitron or Xgigi. I can't pronounce any of these exchanges because these names are ridiculous. So I usually jump on all the Caspa forks early. I was on Nautilus. I had my whole farm on there for a few days, and then Husak came out, and I picked the wrong one, obviously, but I stayed on Nautilus. And then Caspa Classic came out, and we were going to jump on it, me and some people I know, but the launch got totally botched. And they were running a different algo at first, and a miner was bad, and it just screamed scam. It was like, yeah. So Kira, that's good and it's bad. They, I think if you see, look, okay, so this isn't a rumor, this isn't a leak, this is me giving you info based on what I know about how GPU production works, right? If we see the 5000 series in Q4, a tall tale sign will be the 40 series starting to dry up in supply. And when I mean that, I mean the 4070 Ti Super, the 4080 Super, and maybe the 4070 Super will be harder to get. I think you'll see... I don't know what you'll see about the 4070 Ti. Well, yeah, Kira, they said... People, they haven't confirmed that they have or not. Like, people are saying they have, but it hasn't been confirmed. And I don't think we'll know until we see it on the shelves. I would think that if the 50 series is going to launch in Q4, I would think we probably would know about it by Computex, would be my bet. Because after being at CES and like, I met some people. I wasn't privy to any good conversation, but I was on the outskirts listening to some good conversation, right? Like I got into an MSI meeting. They just let me in. And I heard some people talk, and I just was like just listening. And I think that if Blackwell was going to hit around Q4 of this year, I think you'd probably hear rumblings after Computex. Would be my guess. Now, that would be rumors. That wouldn't be NVIDIA confirming anything. It would just be industry people seeing telltale signs like 40 series supply drying up or AIBs giving them heads up. You know, all the stuff that like Moore's Law talks about. It would just be guesses. And yeah, if you're laughing at me getting into the MSI meeting, it was pretty cool. I just kind of like kept my head down, looked at some GPUs, and... tried not to bump into Linus, tried not to bump into Paul's Hardware, and just kind of like was like, all right, well, let's just hear what everybody has to say. So, DJ Mines, could you imagine if they did that? So could you imagine if they did that and then it was like an April Fool's joke and we're like, nah, we're not going to do that. But even if they did... So DJ Mines, even if they did do that for the 50 series, scalpers and stuff will just raise the price artificially, and then AIBs will raise their price, and then it'll go to shit. I mean, remember the $700 3080? What were those things selling for? Like $1,900, and you couldn't buy them on the shelves for under $1,000, like at MSRP. But that might have been due to the tariff, so that's fair. Once I see those 5,000 series, I'll know how effed the 30 series will get. But Kira, will they get effed? And oh my God, DJ, if it was $12.99 on the 5090, they would either sell out instantaneously or the used GPU market would collapse because nobody's gonna, like, a 40 series would go to crap in value, but that's not gonna happen. Pre-order one is, I'd pre-order 10 at that. If a 5090 was $1,200, I would sell a lot of crypto and buy a lot of fucking GPUs. Yeah, so Kira, we had a Discord where we would help people get GPUs at Micro Center. We'd get the manifest early and we'd share the manifest with people. And there would be some times where they didn't want to share the manifest because they wanted to give random people like a shot, like just random campers a shot. And I remember there was one day that I got the manifest and I wasn't allowed to share it with anybody. So I didn't, but I knew there were going to be graphics cards. So I showed up at like 6 a.m. because I knew how many there were going to be. And people were like, oh, I hope there'll be graphics cards today. There's no manifest. And I was just like, well, there's 200. And in my head, I was like, oh, there's 200. You guys are all going to be lucky. So it was cool seeing everybody get all their graphics cards, which was nice. 5,000 series Crute. No. Oh. All right, Drew, I'm not taking your bait. Not taking your bait. But if you go on eBay and you look at the 5700 XT prices, whoever's buying them are crazy at that price because they cost way too much money. If you guys do want to see good leakers, though, for the 30 series, not me, check this guy out, Red Gaming Tech. He's really good. He's a really, really good leaker. And then, obviously, Moore's Law is Dead is really good, too. I think a lot of them have the same sources. And I think a lot of them source all the same guys on Twitter, like Mega Size GPU, Kopatite Kimmy, Kepler, and there's another guy, I forget his name, but they source off those guys too. Actually, I'm going to do a poll. Let's see how crazy you guys are. I got about 10 minutes left, and then I have to go. But I'm going to start a poll. Hold on. How do I end this poll? End poll. 50-50 mining Caspa forks. That's cool. All right. So here's my poll. Here's my poll. What are you paying for? What's the most you would pay for a 50 series? So most you would pay for a 5090. So we're going to put 2,500, or we're going to put, let's say, and just be honest, like if you would pay 2,500 or if you would pay, let's just do it this way, right? Would you pay 2,500 for a 5090? Yes or no. So let's hear that. Wow, 40 votes on the poll. That's cool. Smash those like buttons, by the way, please. Only 18 likes. So, Kira, what are you saying? So, if the 50 series with their new Blackwell technology, could it be possible the 30 series? So, Kira, that is an interesting point. I think that will be the 40 series in terms of efficiency, but I think that the 30 series will be a great buy. I think the 30 series will be like the 5700 XT / 5600 XT of the ETH bull run. You know, even at their highest, like a 5600 XT was like $300-$400, right? So I think like you'll see a 3070 go to like 500. I couldn't imagine they go any higher because there's so many of them. They've been beat to hell. Not that that's a bad thing, but there's so many 30 series, right? And they've been used and abused. I don't see them going over $500. Like, so to go over price, like you said, like of what I think is going to happen, right? When the 4070 Ti or when the 4060 Ti sells out, it'll cascade and then all the 40 series will sell out. How much higher above MSRP they go, I couldn't tell you. Then everybody will go for the 30 series. I think that I don't think that we would see a 4060 Ti go over $600. And that's assuming they make like $1 a day or something stupid, or $2 a day. So I couldn't see that, which means that I couldn't see the 3070s going above like $500. It just wouldn't make any sense. I mean, 3070, according to hashrate.no, and mine make a little more than hashrate.no because I triple mine on mine. But if you look at a 3070, what it makes right now, they make, so let's just say Husat, right? All mine are on Husat. So if you're doing Husat and Ergo and Zill, you're probably making a 10 cents kilowatt hour. I'll tell you exactly what you're making. Hold on. So it says 49 cents here, right? I'll tell you exactly how much my 30 series is making. Give me 1 second. Let me pull up my... All right, so it's like 118. Okay. So they're at like 150 watts. So let's just do 70, right? And 118. And then HTN. Where are you, Husat? And I'm not putting Zill in here because I don't... Well, I guess you could just put Zill in. Hold on, let me look for you. What is it? 3.56 gigahash at 70. We're just gonna put 70. It's probably honestly a little bit less. So mine is making 66 cents. So my 3070s are making 66 cents a day. When the 3070s, I don't know, like say the revenues go up 4 times, right? And they make almost $2 a day. I don't think they would go over $500 because I think there'll be so many of them on the market, in the marketplace. And I think that you're still not going to be profitable if you have like 30 cents power. Or maybe you will. Maybe I'm totally wrong. Let's see. I'm just catching up on the chat. 3060 and 37. Yeah, Saffron. Honestly, they haven't really dropped below the $200 mark. The 3070s haven't. Or, I'm sorry, the $300 mark on eBay. And the 3060 Ti's dropped for about a few months, but they're holding their value strong, which is surprising. Aiden, is the 10 series cooked? That's a good question. I actually need a 1080 Ti, so if you want to sell me one for cheap, maybe I'd buy it. I'm going to do a video. I'm going to probably do some mining testing on the 10 series. I mean, I'm sure they're cooked, but it would be interesting to see it, to see how bad they are. Yeah, 20 series is cooked as well. Actually, what does hashrate.no say a 20 series gets right now? I thought they were okay on core algos, but what do I know? Let's go to 20. I guess the 2060 Super would probably be the best one because they all mine the same. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they're not totally cooked, but they're too expensive. Like, you'd be insane if you paid... They're like $150 for a or $160, $170 for a 2060 Super. You'd be nuts if you did that. Let's see. 2080 Ti is not a bad one. I have one, and I would probably buy more if I could have gotten them for cheap, but they never went down in value. I like the 2080 Ti. Mine's Nexa, and it's doing well. What did I get on Nexa? Like, it's making 28 cents a day on Nexa. And if I put it on something else, like, I would probably do like a Conflux and Zill, a triple mine kind of thing. But they're basically 3070s, and they have more CUDA cores, so they're kind of better. Let's see. I have a 2070 Super that I'm repairing on my test bench. If I can get it repaired, I'll do some testing on it. Let's see. eBay prices are insane. Yeah. Well, eBay prices are insane, but you got to remember, right now, eBay is the only place you can really get bulk for like the average person. Like, the average person doesn't know about Dreams or any of those other places. And Facebook Marketplace, you're going to get 1s and 2s now. You're not going to find those bulk deals anymore. But Marcelli, he's saying, bro, if there are no GPUs like last season, the price will skyrocket. Last season, the 580s were going for 500. You got to remember that ETH was crazy. I don't think we're going to get a coin like that. And I think there is a ton of 3070s out there. And I don't think you're going to have like 50, 60, 70 cents power be profitable. But I don't know. It's a guess. Let's see. Dom G. 1660 Super still profitable. I mean, Dom G, my 1660 Supers in the last 3 months made $450, all 12 of mine. So, yeah, I mean, they're profitable, but I'm cheating with solo mining and praying I'm getting lucky. Let's see how we say no now. Bitcoin hits 2K. Yeah, right? Bitcoin hits 2K and we queue up on all the GPUs. I wouldn't say meh. Yeah, so I was kind of with you on the 2060 Super, and the 2070 Super still do pretty good on core. They just cost too much. That's their problem. But I'm going to get this one repaired and I'm going to test it out. So I don't have that much. Here, I'll show it to you. Let me get it out. I'll show it to you. It has a dead. It's got a there's no power going to the core, so one of the voltage rails is dead. So I think it'll be a pretty easy fix. I hope anyway. Let's see what else. I'm catching up on the chat. I feel Ford Adrian. I can't pronounce your name. I'm sorry. It says I feel like the 11 gigabyte for the 1080 Ti and 2080 Ti are solid enough. I mean, I need to get it. Someone sell me a cheap 20 or a 1080 Ti. I want to play with it. But I did a lot of testing on the 2080 Ti, even in the heart of the bear market, and I thought it was pretty good. I got all 30 GPUs on Marketplace. Yeah, see, I don't want to drive 9 hours for that. I had someone sell me 50 3070s. I think I got them for like 180 each, along with like motherboards, power supplies, and everything. And he drove to me, which was kind of cool. He didn't want to deal with an annoying sale, and I knew him for a while, so he was a pretty cool guy. Let's see. 3070s are good on everything. They're not fantastic on anything, but they're good on everything. I think I have like 110 of them, and I'm slowly selling them. Like if I could replace them with 4070 or 4060 Ti's and 4070s, I would. I just don't want to sell them for what people are willing to pay right now. And there's not. So I have to go in like 5 minutes, but I'll kind of leave you with this, right? I think that there are not that many good memory algorithms to mine right now. Now that could obviously change. Like Conflux is hard if you're an American to get off of an exchange, to get into fiat. Ergo's network hash rate is nothing, and like I get Ergo doesn't do anything, and I'm not like one of those crazy Ergonauts, right? But like, look at this network hash rate of Ergo, right? It's 13 terahash. It was 15 terahash before the ETH merge. Like, this is less terahash from the Ergo network than the ETH merge. To put it into perspective. Let's see, core devs need to change. I mean, yeah, Saffron, if you're, DM me on Discord. Maybe I can help you out with some ads or help you sell some of yours. DM me on Discord, and I'll help you we can talk. Look, Ark, I love my 4060 Ti's, and I think my dream farm would be like all 4070s realistically, because they're like 4060 Ti's too. But I think what I'm going for is to try to get the balance to like 50-50, because like right now I'm at like 105 3070s and like 15 4060 Ti's, and I'd like to get it to like 50-50, but I don't think that's going to happen. Mercy 6800 is a great GPU. One of my followers, Eric Johnson, he's a really cool dude. I've kind of helped him a lot mining. He mines in an apartment. It's actually pretty cool. Like he has like some dirt cheap apartment power rate, and he has his rig set up where like he has them all on wheels. So if they inspect his apartment, he just wheels them all in the closet, and they don't know he's there. So he does really pretty well. And he's basically got rid of all of his 5700 XTs and all of his 580s, and he's like all 5800s and some 3070s, and he swears by them. I mean, I'm sorry, 6800s, and he swears by them. And like 6800s are good. They were so profitable. They held their value for so long that I just sold mine right at the end of the ETH merge. And it was like, all right, well, I'm going to take it. Let's see. Paid 3,000. Patrick Murphy. I'm kind of interested to see why they didn't do a 4090 Ti. I'm kind of happy they didn't, because I might have been in some awkward place where I would have paid for it. There's another guy with 40. Chuck Dagger. You never know what they like. I've offered people, like I've told people the truth, right? Like I've offered people for GPUs. I was like, look, I can give you this. Like I had a guy who had some GPUs that had like some humidity issues because they were not stored well. And I was like, look, I will give you, I think it was like 180 per 3060 Ti. I had some break, but like if any broke, he just refunded them right away and like gave me new ones. I was like, I'm not going to give you crap. I don't care if the HDMI ports work. They just need to crypto mine. And they worked great. Like you would be surprised at deals you could do. Yeah, I got a lot in common. I like the way Ovalborn works. He's a good guy. Let's see. My goal is to be 50-50. I don't like. So all right. So AMD, right? I'm gonna be honest with you. I have one big Navi rig, just one of every 6000 series, except the 6800. I need to get one. I'm just waiting to find a good deal on one. I need to get one, right? And I have the BC 160 rig, but I paid $800 for that whole rig, including the server case, like, and shipping. So I sold 10, right? I sold 10 6700 XTs for like $2,000, right? Or like, no, it was like 2,500 or something. What I don't remember what I sold them for. I got like 250 each for them. And this was like, I don't know, whenever I bought the BC 160 rig, right? And I bought a 8-card BC 260 rig, or 160 rig for $800. So I like basically replaced the GPUs and I got to keep half the cash. And then I have the BC 250s, and that's it. I just don't really want to mess with AMD, honestly. Yeah, I mean, look, the 5000 series actually aren't bad. And you're right, they are the new 580s, Patrick Murphy. I had people were sending me 5600 XTs as jokes, and just because they didn't want them, one of my buddies sent me 4 of them for free because he was a nice guy, and they were worthless to him. He made like 20x on them. So I have a 5600 XT rig, and it's profitable. I mean, it doesn't make that much money, but it's profitable, and it doesn't crash that much. Dude, you're so smart. You guys who bought, listen, real quick, you guys who bought 5700 XTs and 5600 XTs in the beginning of 2020 to mine ETH, I praise you. You guys are the GOATs. You guys are the smart ones. You guys 40x'd on those things. You guys are brilliant geniuses. I wish I did that. I wish I did that. Just catching up on the chat. 2400 6800s. Yes, they're really good. I had 7 at my height, and I sold them all for almost what I paid for them. Unless Nvidia makes some insane 8900. Dude, don't sleep on AMD's 8000 series. The rumors that are coming out are saying that they're going to be insane. And even the next generation one, I'm sorry, the 9000 are going to be insane. The 8000 ones could be really efficient and could be great miners, but we'll see. Chris Hanley, I had a guy with 3 1600 XTs. Look, I've had people get mad at offers. You can't get mad. You just walk away. You know, it's not a bad thing. Chris Hanley. So I made my own, check out the one video. I made my own server case for $100. It was a pain in the ass, and I don't know if it was worth it. I don't know if I'd do it again, but it was kind of cool. 5600 XT low power mode. Oh, dude, Patrick Murphy, what are you getting on your 5600 XTs on Kapow? Because I'm getting like 100. I'm getting like 100 watts. Sometimes a little bit lower than 100. Let's see. DJ Mines, I'm with you. 6600 XT is the GOAT on Kapow, along with the MI 150. I think the 5700 XT uses too much power on Kapow compared to its price. I think after 6600 and the 6600 XT, I think I would go to the 5600 XT. I think you can still get them really cheap. And if you're just focused on Kapow, I think they're worth it. Let's see. 6600 XTs are great too. I have one. I wish I got more, but in the bear market, they never went down that cheap. Like, I tried to buy some for 75 to 90 bucks, and everybody laughed me out of the street. I didn't really want to pay like 120 for them, 120 for them, because when you're getting $200 3070s, 150 to $200 3070s, 6600s don't make sense at that price. Mars said, so my Samsung, I couldn't get it under 160 watts at the wall. Or I think it was 140. I couldn't get it under that. Yeah. So Patrick Murphy, check out my 5700 or 5600 XT video I did talking about how great they were. I got them all. I got all the readings at the wall. Yeah, DJ Mines, I couldn't get them for that. Everybody told me to piss off. I got one 6600 that cheap, but it had issues. So like it just didn't work. All right, I got 3 minutes. I'm going to go in 3 minutes. I got to get some stuff done. Thank you guys for the stream. It was a pleasure. I'm going to definitely start streaming more. I really want to start doing it. I just don't want to like step on DJ Mine's toes, Hawk's toes. Like I don't want to stream when any of those guys are streaming because their streams are great. So I'm going to try to like carve out a niche and see what I can do. So I really appreciate you guys coming to hang out with me. You guys want to hey, real quick before I go, look at this thing. You want to get one of these guys. If you're like really big in AMD, you want to buy these. Oh my God, DJ Mines, you can get almost $200 for a 5700 XT right now. I can't imagine what it's going to be like in a year. Yeah, guys, thank you so much for coming. I'm really, really glad we got it. And yeah, maybe I'll stream more between 2 and 3. Because I'm not stepping on anybody's toes and I can do it. So I try to disconnect a little bit at night so I can have like I can enjoy myself. I like to play board games and Magic the Gathering and stuff. So maybe I'll start doing like a during the day stream. But yeah, get that PMD. DJ Mines, all right. Before I go, I'm gonna show you this. Look at eBay, DJ Mines. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the going rate. Look at sold. Right here. I'm going to do this and then I'm jumping off the stream. Look at sold rates. I freak out about this. I don't know why people are paying this. I think these guys are whack jobs. Look at what people are paying for the 5700 XT. And the thing that pisses me off, pisses off isn't the right word. I don't understand. And what drives me the most nuts is a 57 or 5600 XT costs like nothing. Let's see. Sold listings. Right? Look at this. Look at what these dodos are paying for 5700 XTs. Look at this. Look at this. IDK Mining, I'm sorry you missed the stream. Watch it, rewatch it. It's a really good stream. Look at these prices for these 50. Yes, see, it's crazy. I don't know why people are buying these. They suck. And okay, one more, and then I'm going to go. You guys are driving me crazy. Look at the 5600 XT. The 5600 XT is actually like reasonable. Like look at these prices. You can get them for like 85 bucks. And people are going to pay $180 for a 5700 XT. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. I hate eBay sometimes. All right.